Hey guys, Dr. Gus here, naturopath, acupuncturist, conventional doctor, and founder of drlandivar.com. Welcome to today's video. So you have to be diabetes free in 2024. What can you do? What are the best scientifically proven techniques you can follow at home, supplements you can use, maybe even exercises you can practice? Everything in one video, everything you need to know about diabetes, quick, smart, and well explained very quickly so that you don't lose time of your day. So what can you do to get diabetes free? Nowadays, we see diabetes all over the place, right? We see it everyone having it. Well, and there's an explanation for that. Obviously, the amount of sugar and carbs and foods that are high in glucose are obviously building up in people's bodies to the point where the body can no longer metabolize sugar because it's sick of even having so much sugar within. So what are the best things you can do to have this happen? Well, that's what we're going to see today in this video. So don't forget to give this video a like button. Don't forget to share. Maybe someone might be needing this video, this information, and let's get right to it. How to reverse diabetes in 2024. The first and most, well, not the most important, there are many more most important parts. I will say the last of the most important in this video in a minute, but we're going to start with cut back on sugar and carbs. We all know this, right? Diabetes is the buildup of sugar and carbs. If you want to get rid of diabetes, you need to lower sugar and carbs within your body. And obviously, you're going to have to stop eating breads, pasta, sugar, carbs, everything that contains too much rice, too many potatoes, too much bread, everything that will change into glucose also falls into this category. And my advice to you is to do it slowly. If you're one of those people of that radical change that will change everything in a week, might not be the best of ideas because your body is not going to be able to get used to this change in a week. It needs time. And if you take time to do these changes, you're going to see the positive effects maybe in 3 months, 6 months, a year. That doesn't matter. But you're going to see that diabetes is going to have that activity of reversing because your body is getting used to having everything and all these changes put together. Number 2, you need exercise. Well, obviously, you cut back on sugar, you cut back on carbs, and guess what? You still have the accumulation of sugar within your body. How are you going to get rid of that? Well, you need exercise. Every single day, exercise. 30 minutes of walking, 30 minutes of jogging, 30 minutes of... Try not to do weight training just yet because what you want is something that is going to actually move your blood around and mix it so that all that sugar that is within is not clogging any part of your circulation and you're seeing real changes with the burning of sugar. Remember, cut back on sugar and carbs and exercise, but do it slowly. Do it to your pace, to the point where your body is getting used to it and you're not having the effect of not being able to follow this plan because you're obviously not used to it. So, for example, if you're starting with exercise today, well, try 10 minutes if you can't walk 30, right? Try 15 in a month. Try 30 in 2 months. That doesn't matter. As long as you do it every day and you do these changes slowly, your body will get used to what you need. Remember that, all right? Number 3, obviously your body is not ready for changes. Your body is not ready for the changes of reversing diabetes, and it will need help. It will need supplements. It will need it because the body needs the tools to fix itself. Just basically that. My advice to you, which I've tried with many people in this program, try NeuroMatrix. Try Dia8 in powdered form. Spectacular, by the way. NeuroMatrix and Dia8 and Metaglucose, these 3. And then the other 3 do the other part of the treatment, which I will talk about in a minute. So if you haven't heard about Fineland Vitamins, go look for finelandvitamins.com. Look for NeuroMatrix. Look for Dia8 in powdered form. 3 tablespoons a day. It's not nice to drink. Don't expect something that you're going to love to drink. It's not nice to drink, but it really will do the job. Believe me, it will, okay? And then metaglucose, and then you have Apple-Lyzer, all of these supplements, 100% recommended. All right. Once you have the diet, or meaning cutting back on sugar and carbs, you're doing the exercise, you have the supplements and the tools to help you, well, now comes the good part, right? What are we talking about? Well, we need, first of all, zero stress. And you're going to say, what does stress have to do with anything with diabetes? Oh, it has to do a whole lot. And why? Because every time you stress out with something that is going on in your life, maybe a relative passes away, maybe you're going through economic problems, maybe you're going through marriage situations, I don't know, whatever is happening in your life, your body is reacting to that stress. And how does it react to the stress? Well, your body thinks we need sugar in order for our body to burn sugar and run from the tiger that is chasing me, the lion that is wanting to eat me, that fight and flight response. So every time you're stressed out, and you're constantly stressed out, well, sugar is just going up and up and up and never coming down. And that's why you see people that are basically healthy, and then from one day to the other, they have diabetes, but they're not eating sugar. Well, they're stressed out a whole lot. They're already diabetic or insulin resistant, right? And then you see these people like Monica, for example, here in this picture, right? Constantly stressed out, healthy individual that faces diabetes because of extreme stress all the time. Maybe even you're thinking a lot every night when you go to bed. You go to bed, you think and you think and you think and you don't sleep. Well, you're going to be stressed out. You're going to see diabetes pull in, all right? Number 5, diabetic diet. Oh, yes. If you're going to eat, and you have to eat, obviously, you're not going to stop eating because you have diabetes. You need to look at a plate that has 3 or 1/3 salads of all sorts, right? Of all sorts, especially green vegetables. 1/3 protein. You will need, obviously, meat. You will need chicken. You will need fish, especially fish. And you will need whole grains. So whole rice, maybe. A little bit of whole rice you will need. You will need some potato. You will need carb to the point where your body can keep that level well balanced. And you will need to eat certain foods that can combat diabetes, like cinnamon tea, like ginger, like sesame juice, like red peppers every day, like green peppers every day, things that will actually help you out with green apples, for example, or maybe even celery. All of these can help you cope with diabetes in many ways. Now, remember, diet is extremely important if you want to reverse diabetes, and you will if you do it properly, okay? Remember that you need all these ingredients in order for your body to stay healthy the way you want it. Remember, this is the ultimate guide. I'm not exaggerating. The ultimate guide to reverse diabetes in 2024. All right, number 6, very, very important, you guys, quality sleep and no anxiety. If you're sleeping 8 hours a day, but you're waking up in the morning and you're tired, maybe you're not having that quality sleep. Or you're probably anxious all the time. Again, stress and more stress will cause what? The elevation of glucose, the elevation of carbs, the elevation of cholesterol, because they are sources of energy for your body to react, and you will see things really get really I don't know, picky if you want. So make sure you're sleeping well. You need good quality sleep. If you don't have good quality sleep, well, go look for something like melatonin from Fineland. Go look for something like metathyroid, right? All of these are going to help you have that good, the good circadian rhythm. Let me see, like the video. Let me see if we have a question, and we'll keep on going real quickly. Question, TBL is asking, can we stop taking medications if you do it properly? If you are pre-diabetic, you can certainly do this. If you are a diabetic of 10 years, it's going to be a lot harder, right? Because obviously you've been diabetic and your body is already like in a vicious cycle. But you can do, why not? Miracles happen if you try, and if you, again, Do it in a long run situation. Do not do, if you think you're going to do this in 30 days, forget it. This is not for you. Change the video, go watch something else. This is not for you, all right? Natural medicine is really a change of life, and I'm giving you everything you need to know, but you need to change the life you have, because if you don't, then you're not going to be able to do this, all right? Number 7, do not eat at night, okay? Do not eat at night. You say, oh, doctor, but I love eating at night. I want to eat at night and go to bed. Well, guess what? You're eating, but you're not burning anything, because you're going to bed with your stomach full. You're filling your blood with sugar, with carbs, with grease, with cholesterol, with fried foods, with all sorts of ingredients that are not going to help you at all. And you're going to sleep. So you're worsening, let's say, 3 times as worse than you would during the day if you're eating stuff at night. So do not eat at night ever. If you want to prevent diabetes, or if you want to treat diabetes naturally, do not. If you really need to eat something at night before going to bed, well, maybe a small salad, something that does not have sugar, maybe cinnamon tea with something that does not have any carbs. That will help you out in order for you to cope with that, and that will really, really change things the way you want. All right, and number 8, the best part of this entire video, do this at your body's, I'm going to put that here, pace. There you go. All right. You need to do this slowly. Oh, I want to reverse diabetes tomorrow because I need, that's not going to happen. Forget it. Why? Because when you cut back on carbs and sugar, you need time. If you're eating, for example, 1 loaf of bread every day, you're going to have to cut back maybe on a quarter the first month, and then another quarter to have that half loaf of bread in the second month, and then the third month, and then the fourth month. When you end up in the 6th month, you're going to see that your body is not really needing that loaf of bread, or any bread for that matter, because you are used to it. Your body got used to these changes. And the same thing happens with exercise. The same thing happens with stress. Well, stress is a little easier to change, right? And diet, obviously, because if you have that change very quickly, things are not going to be looking good. Remember, you're going to go back to whatever you had, and these foods that are not going to help you out at all. And last but not least, I wanted to show this picture because you do not want to eat too many fried foods. Remember that oils are also a source of energy. And if you have too many oils in your blood, fried foods, grease, everything that is found in any type of oil, you're going to have a source of energy being used up when sugar is being accumulated. So you want low grease and low fried foods in order for your body to use a lot of that sugar that is being built up. Remember, if you need something natural, look for finelandvitamins.com. Neuromatrix is one of the best things you can ever imagine when it comes to helping your body support with diabetes, with neuropathies, with tingling sensations in your hands and feet, burning sensations, all types of nerve damage that have to do with diabetes and more. Neuromatrix, Metaglucose, Dia Aid in powdered form, Appleizer, melatonin, and all the ones I mentioned in the document I showed you. Like the video, see you tomorrow. Don't forget that we are live tomorrow at the same time. Let's get rid of these health problems in 2024 together, slowly but surely, naturally, all the time. God bless you all.